that's gonna be available right there. So I think it is gonna. You're gonna be picking that. Also, Ziggs is available
Yeah.
right here, so that could be something. But yeah, I love this Sin Zhao. They know that they have. They know that RRQ has the Corki. So Sin Zhao, at the very least, during the fight, can send out the ultimate right there and neutralize Corki's firepower. So I love that so far from BREN Esports. They have a solution for this Corki, which was a problem for them in game number 1. But this time it's Chaz on the Rengar. All right.
This is him silently telling Rebenga, this is how we use Rengar. And I was mouthing the name Galio earlier because Galio is still open and Hex was phenomenal in that support. They are going to pick that up. And we mentioned Orianna. You said
yes,
this. Orianna fits the meta, and that is most probably going over to Haze, a hover and lock in on side this time around. You have a self-heal ADC this time around. She also has the Feather Storm to keep herself safe, but looks like, okay, here's the thing. I don't know which champion is going over to the mid lane because again, Helios uses Fiora in the mid, but you know, most likely Fiora gonna go over to the Baron and then Zed on mid because we did see Helios use Zed. Corki still gonna go over to Marquee, Galio on Hex. It's gonna be the Lovebirds for BREN Esports. Saya and Rakan.
All right, so Chas Rengar on the Rengar just said it's gonna be chicken for dinner tonight. So let's see if that's gonna be the case right here. As BREN Esports has already locked in their last champion in RRQ. Will have, I think there's a little bit of misrepresentation on the logos right there. There it is. That's already a quick fix. Thank you so much, production. But there it is. Fiora is going to be the last pick. There is a very strong split push pressure from RRQ, and I think that's the strategy for this game.
Yeah, and on top of that, we said this in game number 1. RRQ, they love their team fights. And the fact that Rengar is all about those flanks, which I think RRQ could pull off in this game number 2. It's gonna be a problem for BREN Esports, but this time around, BREN, they're going all in this kind of team fight centered draft. Let's see if that will be pushed through. But now you have 3 champions greeting Orianna, greeting Haze in the mid lane. Hi, hello, clear, and then go back to your lanes.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, game number 2. RRQ is going to be on the blue side, BREN on the red side. Fiora is at the top side. So I think RRQ is going to go for the split push right here. The Zed, I don't think is going to be used for the split push, even though we know that Zed is very strong in split pushes also. I think the Zed is really a pick right here by RRQ so that they can focus on Consi on that Shaya whenever the team fight breaks out. So that will put Consi at bay and not stop dishing off the damage right there. So very interesting still. But here at the bottom side, BREN Esports are pushing putting the pressure onto RRQ's Dragon laners at this point.
Yeah, this is the power of love. Basically, from Sai and Durkan, they were able to push Marky and Hex towards the third side. But again, that's a very tanky Galio. They're just gonna go back into the lane, and the true fight will happen once champions reach the level 4s, the level 5s, and that's gonna be Rebenga. Did Chaz get the steal? But that's gonna be no. Now hide those.
But Rebenga, you're in the wrong neighborhood, my friend, and he is gonna give up first blood onto Chaz. Chaz putting on a Rengar seminar right now onto Rebenga. So that's first blood at the top side. It is Darius who goes down first. Hyde, the bleed is not going to be enough. So Hyde is going to survive this one. Another win for RRQ, and that's 2-0 at the 2-minute mark. That's big for RRQ.
That's Fiora being able to take down a Darius. And Jeth went all in. So the reaction time from Hyde is crazy. Pair that off with a very duelist-centered champion. You have the Mjon jumping in with the okay, great entrance, but apparently even though it did connect, it was him being boxed in. Consi was far away, Sai not being able to do anything there. But yeah, going back to what I was saying, Chaz also being able to secure the first blood, keeping Rebenga at bay. So far, so good. RRQ, they want to turtle this out. Again, the power of this team is very much visible in the early game.
Right. Rebenga is going to be here, but it's going to be spotted right there. So that's one of those very, very efficient wards for your team. So this will save Dragon Laners at this point of the game. Still, at the bottom side, here comes MJan once again. Sorry about that. 3-0 already in favor of RRQ. So still, bottom side, it is BREN who will have priority.
At this point of the game, they need to wait for Hayes to have this very good shockwaves. They need Rebenga to be in the fights. They also need Consi to snowball, which it's gonna take a handful of minutes because Saya, she is locked into the late game. And once late game enters, guess who is also online? You have Zed, you have Corky, you also have Fiora at some point. So not Rebengar, Rengar also gonna be very powerful in the late game at some point. But yeah, BREN Esports, they should just focus on getting their power spikes.
Top side, all that thought. Fiora will just go for the dive as he knows he is gonna go down in this fight. But Fiora takes one down successfully here in the mid part of the map. RRQ goes in for the aggression and will take another champion down as Hayes will be erased from the map. 5-1 on the board. RRQ are in a good position for this Cloud Drake and Rift Herald. They're gonna go for the Rift Herald though.
Yeah, they're gonna focus on just going in with the turret push. So I guess they're not really a fan of this dragon because in game number 1 they did get the dragon. Now there's gonna focus on again the Herald, and they're still yet to get first blood turret. Honestly, but 4 minutes in, 2K gold lead in favor of RRQ, and High just really stepping up. Rebenga, he could just keep on assisting Jet here on this Darius, but the problem is Orianna is pretty much vulnerable in the mid lane too. So a lot of responsibilities just resting on Rebenga's shoulder. Okay,
top side
tested, maybe.
Yeah, top side. Oh, I like this from BREN Esports. They're going to force the issue. They will want to trade this dragon out for the first turret of the game, but RRQ will be here on time. So it is just RRQ who will get the Globe Dragon Slain moment. That's a Cloud Drake right here with the Rift Herald right here. Let's see. It's going to be a race for the first turret. Oh, it is BREN Esports who will get it first, but a good trade right here. It's still RRQ on top of this game.
Now they're gonna fall back. Let's be the roots connecting from Consi. Hyde was able to survive that small skirmish, and Hex, I'm not sure if he's gonna jump in, but at the very least, Taunts will connect.
Alright, Taunt is there. Shia will send out the ultimate to avoid Marcus' skills. So he's gonna be okay. The lovers are a-okay. Mid-turret will take pounding for a little bit. But on the top side, Zed, I thought it was gonna be Fiora who will be doing the split push, but Zed, why not? Zed is already almost finishing this one up, and with Hex right here, I think this is gonna be a very successful split push.
Orianna making her way on the brand side, but it's gonna be too late because Helios is already securing that third takedown. Now the Lovebirds are still together. BREN Esports, they're still banking on the peak of power for this Saya. Jet.
Alright, chases onto Jet. Jet, Grand Challenge is gonna be casted right here. Also, a little bit more, and they're gonna be successful. Hex is even there to really make sure that they get the kill, but he was not needed. RRQ all over the map at this point of the game, and they are up. How much? 4K, 6 minutes and 30 seconds in.
That is true. So now he'll also be able to get that Rift Scutter. So a bit of a sad rack there for Rebenga, maybe for Consi. That is EXP and gold not being given to them.
Zed sends out ultimate, but there are a lot of champions focusing on you right now. But with the dance move, Zed is gonna be okay. But at the bottom side though, the Fiora will be able to take down one turret. So split push on the side lanes. This is amazing for RRQ.
That is true. A lot of advantage still going over to their side, and they were able to utilize that. They're literally not giving anything to BREN except that one kill and that one turret. That's it. That's just it. 7 minutes into the game now, Chaz is still being able to secure his buff. Looking at the junglers, the 2K gold lead going over to Chaz. Now it's a 3K, almost 3K gold lead. Just goes to show how Rebenga was kept that way. He is now forced to use his Xin Zhao. And looking at the ADC, 100 or no, roughly 500 gold lead in favor of Marky. For the mid laners, 1k in favor of Helios. It's just a lot of lead and item advantage for RRQ side. But now, BREN
Mhm.
Esports, they can still force the full on 5v5. Just make sure that Helios is not in the fight. But if he
Right.
is not, he's probably split pushing somewhere. So it's a situation of pick your poison at this point.
Yeah, if you're gonna focus on Helios, like what happened earlier, they almost got the Zed, but man, Helios with the moves was able to juke that one out. Fiora just split push on the bottom side, so this is headache for BREN Esports at this point of the game. And you mentioned they want BREN Esports will want to take a 5v5 for them, but RRQ is not going to allow that. But here at the mid, Chaz is already very low, but he's going to be okay. But he's in no condition to fight at this point, so RRQ will disengage.
That's two ultimates used on Chaz, and Chaz was still alive. On top of that, Hyde will be able to steal the buff. Rebenga, even if he's gonna try and check his buff right now, he's gonna be in a tad bit too late. Next dragon is gonna be up in 3 seconds. RRQ, they could position themselves in the dragon pit, or they could go to the mid lane and go with the pickups. They're gonna go with the latter. Gatling is gonna push through. Helios getting ready.
Look at that poke from Marky. That's
Scary.
painful already. Just one rocket took around 1/4 of Consi's HP. So that is trouble for BREN Esports at this point. Dragon is already being started right now. And wrap this one up and put a ribbon on it because it's another gift from BREN Esports. And Flash is going to be used by Jeth right here. That was close. But RRQ still in control of this game.
Okay, I did not feel Darius in this game, honestly. Helios, though.
Uh-oh, Helios. Oh no, Oriana. Hayes is gonna go down at the top side. So everyone will go there from RRQ as there's an opening for another turret take. Rebenga is gonna start the fight out with the ultimate. He is gonna be quite tanky, but the grand entrance is gonna be there to help everyone out. Quickness will be used here also. So Chaz with his HP bar down, RQ is just gonna disengage, and that's been the story of RQ. They don't really want to force the team fights, and they're winning because of it.
That is true. And now IE is available for Consi. Maybe you just wait for one more item for Saya to be the scary champion that he is. On top of that, you have the Triforce already available for Chaz, and Triforce plus Blade of the Ruined King already available for Hyde. And yeah, jumping back into the game, we are almost at the 11-minute mark. Baron is up. RRQ still holding the lead that they have in the early game. Now, Chalice Reaper's next target is going to be Conceal.
Consi, a little bit more poke, and Fiora will get one kill right there. Rebenga will try his best to protect their ADC, but he's going to be a bit too late. And with that, once again, RRQ have the advantage in the numbers game, and they will take this mid turret on top of the one kill that they have. 8-1 on the board, and they're now up 10k at 11 minutes in. This is going to RRQ's side. Let's see if BREN Esports, are they going to be able to open up a fight? But once again, RRQ doesn't want to give them an opening for a team fight, so RRQ is still controlling this game all the way.
Yep, not giving BREN Esports any room to breathe. I was waiting for one good quickness from MGen, but I realized if he does jump in, he is just going to be shredded because you have Rengar, you have Fiora, you also have Zed. So it's going to be difficult for BREN Esports to actually penetrate the front lines of RRQ. They only have hope on Darius. And looking into the almost 12-minute mark, Jeth was not able to snowball with this Darius because Hyde getting the kill in the early game. Chaz targeting Rebenga still.
Chaz hunting Rebenga right here again, putting on a clinic right here onto Rebenga, and Rebenga will be able to survive that one, but will be forced to go back home at the top side. Hyde with the split push once again sends out the grand challenge as everyone is going to be entering the fight, but Jeth doesn't want to commit on this fight. Here comes Cavalry, and Rebenga is in a bad spot right there.
Ooh.
Good pull right there by Jeth, but Galio will be able to escape, so they are going to be okay. They just settle for the red buff here, and I think they're going to go for the top side turret, maybe, but no, I don't think so. They don't have a wave right now. Fitness is going to be casted right here. Let's see. Porky will be okay. That Hero's entrance. It's not going to be on point, but everyone's still okay on RRQ side. RRQ, right? Chaz will spot the bird right here. And again, chicken for dinner tonight. One more! And another one goes down onto the side of BREN Esports. And it's going to be Rebenga this time. Another chicken for dinner as the Rakan goes down. Top turret did already go down. RRQ are just on full throttle right now, coming from everywhere. 11-1 on the board, 13 minutes in.
The cat was able to get chicken for dinner. Chaz had an obnoxious amount of damage when he targeted Consi. And obviously, Consi is one of the main damage dealers, or at least 30% of BREN Esports' damage is gonna come from Saya. The fact that Chaz can just pick this champion up, it says something. Plus, RRQ, they are able to get the Baron. Plus, again, 2 dragons in their pockets. Chaz already has Stacy's, so if ever he's gonna jump in, whenever he is gonna try and surprise BREN Esports, he has this safety net. I mean, look at the item lead here of our champions comparing to BREN Esports. But one of the things BREN Esports could do, though, they can still play that objective game. Turret takedown kind of objective game. And just prolong the game more. Wait for Consi and Hayes to have their footing. Wait for Jess to go online. But with RQ, let that.
Oh, look at that. Chaz on the hunt once again, and that's Jeff going down. And without your Baron laner, how are you going to defend this? Rebenga will be a good answer right here. But here comes the push. That mid turret is taking a pounding from this carriage right here. Oh, Corky will use the package just to escape that one. And look at that damage. HP bars on BREN Esports. It's not looking good already, and the fight hasn't even started yet. So that's how good RRQ is the team fight for sure at this point. Let's see, they're gonna slide at the top side. Quickness is gonna be used right here with the grand entrance, but this is not gonna be on point, so RRQ will be able to evade that, and with no quickness at all. How is BREN Esports gonna fight this team fight? Top inhibitor turret is already down. Nexus is already next up here with the only 3 champions left to defend this. This is going to be RRQ's game. Winner, chicken dinner.
That's gonna be 2-0.